How does King David's marriage teach us about sin and redemption? Imagine a man known as after God's own heart, making a choice that leads to serious trouble. King David's story with Bathsheba shows us how sin can affect everyone around us and how God's mercy can bring us back. While David was supposed to be at war, he stayed behind and saw Bathsheba bathing. His desire led him to commit adultery. When Bathsheba became pregnant, David tried to hide his sin by bringing her husband Uriah home from battle. Uriah refused to enjoy comfort while his fellow soldiers fought, so David arranged for him to be sent to the front lines where he was killed. After Uriah's death, David married Bathsheba. This chain of events shows how sin often spirals into more wrongdoings and how hiding the truth only makes things worse. Later, the prophet Nathan confronted David with a story that exposed his sin. David responded with genuine remorse and asked for God's forgiveness. Although God forgave him, David still faced consequences, like turmoil in his family and kingdom. This teaches us that even when we are forgiven, there are often lasting effects of sin that we must face honestly. For couples, this story reminds us that sin can harm more than just ourselves. It can hurt our families and communities. Being truthful and accountable in marriage builds trust and helps prevent damage. When we make mistakes, turning to God with a humble heart and asking for forgiveness can restore broken relationships. David's example shows us that God's grace is always available, no matter how deep the sin. Practically, this story encourages us to guard our hearts against temptation and to be honest with each other about our faults. Facing mistakes openly and seeking God's mercy can lead to healing and renewed closeness. It also reminds us that redemption is possible for everyone who sincerely turns back to God. King David's marriage teaches us that sin can cause deep wounds, but through repentance and God's grace, healing and restoration are always within reach. Building a marriage based on biblical principles means choosing honesty, forgiveness, and trusting in God's mercy to guide us through difficult times.